Prepare yourselves for an epic journey into the divine with two bros plus Jesus. Embark on a transcendent journey as two unwavering brothers in Christ unveil the sacred mysteries of taking Jesus beyond the mundane confines of four walls and infusing his divine teachings into the very essence of your daily existence. Brace yourself for profound discussions, legendary tales, and an unparalleled exploration of living out the Christian faith. Two Bros Plus Jesus is your portal to a heroic quest of making the teachings of Jesus an epic and integral force in the tapestry of your daily life.
Welcome to Two Bros Plus Jesus on the Grace Awakening Network.
This is the Christmas season.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for interrupting you. No, I'm not. This is the season of miracles.
Yes.
But why is that so? And you may ask yourself, are there more miracles during this time of the year? Now, based upon my personal experience, the answer is absolutely yes.
Mm-hmm.
The reasoning is because people's heart and minds are more open during Christmas. I'm not going to deny that, unfortunately, there are a lot of people affected adversely from it being Christmas. But at the same time, it's like because of this season, people, their heart and minds are so open that even those people that have a hard time during Christmas are affected in a positive way. This is what I would love to believe, and I do believe it, that this is a season that can jumpstart, because a lot of people, their hearts are open to miracles during Christmas. Now, whether that's because of all the mythological stuff or not, who cares? I really don't care the reason why, but people's hearts are more open. And we can use that to leap forward to see more miracles in people's everyday lives.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense to you, big guy?
Yeah. I mean, the short answer is yes, there is, because you're exactly right. This is when people are thinking about more and everything else. But miracles, should be across the board even. But again, it's the open-mindedness of the people.
It's amazing to me. Even people that know me, they forget that I see miracles every single day.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot remember the last time I did not see a miracle, at least one. But yeah, people make a statement like, we should be seeing miracles all the time. I'm like, I do see them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Year round, all the time, every single day.
Yep.
No. I mean, a complete miracle. Yes. I see it at least once a day, if not more. If we could take the open mindedness from the Christmas season and plug it into every other day,
Mm-hmm.
then one, people would be more giving throughout the year.
Yep.
But we would see even more miracles.
Yep.
And with our eyes wide open and our hearts full of love, the things that could happen would be amazing because Christ came to show us. He found for us our lost identity. That's what he did. He was the prime example in showing us who we really are. And the huge portion of that, what he showed us, was the miracles. Huge. I want you to think about that. And in fact, why do you think Jesus got upset with the apostles when they woke him up?
Because the apostles could have taken care of the situation.
I like the way you say that. Yes, the apostles should have been the ones to calm the storm. And that's why Jesus was like, what are you doing? Haven't you been around me long enough? Don't you remember them there baskets? But that's the thing. Now, we're still like that today.
Yep.
Because too many people don't realize who's inside of us, how accessible miracles are. They are not a once in a lifetime event. We should be surrounded with miracles at all times.
Yep.
And it is completely doable. And I do get pretty tired of hearing people say things like, well, not everybody's living this out. No, let me correct that. No one's living this out. No one's perfectly living this out. Okay, did you catch the fact? I hate when somebody says that. So don't agree with it. Mr. What's that dude's name? Toilet Bowl Man? Okay.
That one, Mr. Clean?
Yes, him.
My head's not that shiny.
Just because you didn't shave today. Okay. Here's why that ticks me off. We have the capability to live this out. But once again, we're focused on the negative and saying, well, ain't nobody live it out perfectly. It wasn't God's intention that we live out perfectly. In order for that to happen, he would have to make robots. It's not a thing about one living it out that is up to us. That's too much for a human being to bear. Okay, so instead of focusing on the wrong things, let's focus on the fact that you are seeing miracles. If you stay focused on that fact, you'll see more. But instead, we want to focus, well, nobody's lived out divinely healthy life and never getting sick and da da da. Okay, so you have just totally threw out the baby with the trash, and that's not necessary. Stay focused on what you have experienced, not as what you think you lack or what everyone else is lack. That's hugeness. But during the season of Christmas, people experience more of a vision than ever before, more use of imagination than throughout the rest of the year.
Yep.
And that's things I want you to take advantage of because of the atmosphere of this time of year. People's hearts and minds are more open to it, including yours. So open up your hearts and minds even more. Expect for the supernatural on a daily basis, and then you will experience it and you will become more sensitive to the supernatural and less sensitive to the physical world.
Yep.
When you are keyed in the right direction, and when you know your identity in Christ, and when you know the Father's love for us that is all inclusive, you literally cannot but help to experience miracles.
Yep.
It's simply going to start happening. And you will start recognizing there's something about this time of year that does open up the mind and invigorates the imagination, which is good things. And it really does. And I really can't explain exactly the reasoning why, especially when we know Christ wasn't born in December, and we do know that. But yet, probably because of our culture, there was such an air of the supernatural during this season. Take advantage of it. It's the time to learn how to walk in God's kingdom, which is naturally supernatural.
Come on.
Jesus partook of more miracles in his 3.5 years, daily, thousands and thousands and thousands.
Yep.
So there's no reason why other children of God cannot experience the same thing.
That's right.
Even the same level that he experienced it. And to see that is simply being more sensitive to the spiritual world than to this physical world.
Yep.
And it's understanding the blueprint to create the miraculous, because God gave us the blueprint himself, and that's right there in the book of Genesis. And so there is absolutely no reason why, whether it's financial, whether it's physical, whatever type of miracle you need. Now, wait a minute. You're not really going to try to hold the table still when the last episode you kept pounding the table.
I wasn't pounding the table.
What was you pounding?
I wasn't pounding nothing.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I wish you could see CJ's big old hand right now. He's trying to steady the table. I guess he thinks I'm going to knock it.
Would it surprise you if you knocked the table?
No,
Okay.
that wouldn't surprise me at all, because I do it.
I know you would.
You did the last episode. All right. Bless his little heart. He trying to keep everything hokey pokey. All right. And he even got them icicles out there,
Those are for you.
so I can be cold.
Even though today's high 68 degrees.
So I think this is the one part of year that people forget that they're just sinners barely hanging on to grace. But I think people forget that. And that is a wonderful thing. The magic of the season. Yes, I love the word. I'm not even going to apologize.
That's fine, but I'm still going to laugh every time you say it because I know there's someone triggered.
Where's my mind at? And I need my witch's hat.
Oh, Lordy.
All right.
We ain't going there, bro.
Why not? Okay. Now, and next week, we're going to put CJ in a Santa suit.
No.
And CJ's laugh. Come on, folks. Perfect match. Well, by golly, I swear, CJ is Santa Claus. I swear. He got the belly, he got the laugh, he gotta be Santa Claus.
Nope.
The only thing he ain't got is hair. All right. Everything, and how do I want to say this to make it perfectly clear? Right now, the way the Christmas season is, it would be a huge step forward if we just kept in that spirit all year around.
Mm-hmm.
That alone, we would see more miracles.
Yep.
I want people to be encouraged. And I guess I'm sure there's tons and tons of factors as to why this season is so special and seems so special. But let's take it and spread it out throughout the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And what you focus on, that's what you're going to reproduce.
Yep.
Everything produces after its own kind. So if we stay focused on the air of the season, then we would replicate it into the other 10, 11 months of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I know of no other time where people are so accepting of miracles. Now, some people will rationalize it away.
Mm.
A lot of people do.
Yep.
A lot of people will use terms such as, well, it's the magic of the season. And there's people that will use those terms,
Mm-hmm.
meaning the only time it could happen is this season. And that's not true.
Not true at all.
So we take the giving spirit of this season and activate it in our everyday life, then everything would improve. When we realize that Jesus was born,
Mm-hmm.
this is the thing. I don't believe any person would say Jesus was born into evil or that Jesus was born evil.
No.
But yet, we'll say that about every other kid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's wrong.
Makes no sense.
None whatsoever.
Or that math don't math.
That math do not math.
We need to make a
Okay.
shirt. That needs to be a shirt, bro. Okay.
We're padding. That math don't math. That was an original CJ thought. All right. With all that stuff in mind, and I forgot my original thought because I got focused on the math part. But Jesus, how
He is born into evil, but Jesus was born into God.
we're thought we think we're all born into evil.
Mm.
That's just the creator of the universe, who is a loving father, which is what
Mhm.
Jesus showed us. To think that he is incapable of creating something that is perfect and that there has to be sin attached to it is mind boggling. And the fact that we put ourselves down from the very beginning of our creation and say we're imperfect, well, that's a self prophecy.
Mhm.
And that's part of the problem. What's a human? A hewn down man, a man cut off,
Mhm.
a man powerless. And if we quit teaching the nonsense that we're all evil, and in fact, just yesterday I heard somebody say, every single person's born evil. No, oh my gosh. And the more we believe that, the more we live that out, and the more we repeat it.
Mm.
And yet we're wondering why humanity's at the state that we're in. Are we awake?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I be awake?
Look like your eyelids was closed to me, big guy.
I was stifling a massive burp.
Oh, okay. Ain't nothing to be ashamed about. We've all done it.
Ugh.
All right. That's the beginning of humankind's problem, which is what is shown in the garden, is that we could no longer accept who we were.
Mm-hmm.
We took on shame, condemnation, and all that mess, which God did not put upon us. He was loving them through it. I want you to think about that. So it is so important to really understand that what Jesus did was he exposed sin being singular,
Mm-hmm.
which was what was lost. It was our identity that was lost. It was not about the moral code. Because when you realize who you are, that's what changes the behavior. A code, i.e., morality, does not change behavior. It is the way you look at things. Everything gives birth, everything produces after its own kind. So, therefore, if you think of yourself as less, you produce less than what you're worth. If you think of yourself as more, hello, that's what you're going to produce.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's time to take the lost identity back. And that's what Jesus showed us. That's what his birth did for us. Now we have a heavenly example of who we truly are. And he gave us that example. And so that's what we need to remember. That's what we should be reproducing. And that is what would change humanity.
Mm-hmm.
What won't change us is still coming from the Adamic perception that we are in Adam, which we are not. That's been settled for a long, long time
Yep.
because technically we were never in Adam. We just thought we were.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that enough. So if we aren't in Adam, if we're God's children, and we are in Christ and we are one in Him, then that means that the supernatural is natural and can happen at any time and moment when we understand this.
Mm-hmm.
If we get the vision and we see it, then we've already experienced it, then that means it's been created in the spiritual dimension. Therefore, it's got no choice but to come to this physical dimension. I said a mouthful, but it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And the season of Christmas does help to awaken our vision,
Yep.
to awaken who we really are, and to start putting it into action. And then it can become normality. Talk about a good word, normality. I like that word.
That's a good word, bro.
I love Christmas season.
Yep.
I really do. It's a magical season.
I told you I'm gonna laugh every time you use the word.
Embrace the reason for the season, which is Jesus, recognize what he came on this earth to accomplish, and he did accomplish all of that. And when you realize he did, then you'll stop thinking that you have something to accomplish to validate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're already validated. No need to try to accomplish that when you are that.
Mm-hmm.
And it is through that knowledge that you then can visualize the truth occurring and experiencing it. That's when it comes to fruition. Got it?
Got it.
So, enjoy this holiday. Soak it in. Enjoy it with the right mindset. And let it continue throughout this entire year.
Mm-hmm.
Be blessed.
Be healed.
And
Be
a
blessing.
blessing.
Love y'all.
As we wrap up this incredible journey with Two Bros plus Jesus, remember that being a superhero for Jesus isn't just about what we learn, but how we share his love every day. We've discovered the magic of taking Jesus beyond the church walls and making his teachings a part of our daily adventures. Let's keep spreading kindness and love. Spread grace. So until our next adventure, keep being a friend like Jesus and making the world a better place with your love and kindness. See you soon for more amazing stories and lessons from Two Bros plus Jesus.